So when I say okay, at least we know someone in Ghana, you know, because the way we are is if you're a friend of our friends, we value our friends so much that if and their judgment so much that if you're their friend, you're also our friend.
Right.
You see, that's how we operate. So I said, let's go to. We have more than one people that we can relate to there, because she's there. Mr. Len is a Jamaican Canadian. He's there. Byron, British Canadian, he's there. You know, a few people. I said, all right, let's go there instead, and then we start packing up and start making plans. But the thing is, I thought that if we put all our stuff out at dirt cheap, we would sell it out so quickly, and all that stuff, and we'd be ready to go in after we bought the tickets, we'd be ready to go in a month or two, and so we started putting things out for sale, and then but apparently, the things we had for sale, the prices we thought was dirt cheap was still not
Expensive.
for some people. You know, so I said, you know what, it don't matter, because once we get on this plane and get to Ghana, we can replace everything. We can buy. They've got to be big stores where we can buy everything all over. So that's what we did, and that was a little shock in that, because once we got here, we realized that things of inferior quality and stuff was costing us a lot more to buy in Accra and those places. Huh?
It'd been better off to bring it in some.
Bring it at some point, yeah. So the only thing I'm not regretting is the car, because the amount that they were charging on the cars, I figured we leave the cars and just buy new cars here, buy cars here. So, but once we get here, we realize that we can relax and not have to worry about buying cars, what it costs me every month to move around and to rent a place to live, you know.
So did you you guys visit Ghana first? Or you
No,
just moved?
no, we don't visit.
Just moved straight.
We just move, man. We just got into it. Yeah, we just jump right into it. And there's a little there's some disappointment that came up, but it's just through personal what do you call it? Interaction with other people. It's not Ghana itself. It's not the place. It's not we made the wrong decision. We didn't research first. Everything that we expected and everything that we planned for was here and was happening and was going on. You know, so that's it.
So how was it? Let's say the first week, 2 weeks here.
Beautiful. The first of all, 2 days after we land here, there was a big party for my wife. Moy had planned a big party. I think it was 2 days, or it's not 2 days, I can't remember well, but within a week, there was a big party that Moy had planned for my wife's birthday, the 18th of April. So we had that party. And before that, we went around, find our land, allocate our land, talk to the right people, see what we need to get done to the land. I was ready to build from purchasing my land on Sunday. Wednesday, my land was marked out and ready for the foundation to be dug. But someone came to me and said, "Oh, Mr. T, we're not sure you should start building it, because the chief of Agendum is having some problems with the chief of Asebu, with the higher chief, with the paramount chief." I said, okay, I can hold off for a while. But after we held off and realized that there was not really a rush to build anymore, where we were living at Moy's place, we felt rushed to get our own place at that time because of the price we were paying and all that stuff. But once we move out and I got a place at that up on that hill, we get ocean breeze there, nice and beautiful, nice views and everything. We felt really relaxed, and I'm like, well, if we can live like this, why we have to rush to build? Why don't we take our time and decide when we're gonna build? And then after that, I said, you know what? Might be a better idea for us to start a business, since we're already here and settled in. We rent a place for 2 years, so use our money, open some businesses, use the return from the business to build a house. Because once you use that money to build a house, 50, 60,000, you build a house, that's gone
Yeah.
into the house. I mean, it's yours, it's there, but now you're going to be struggling for income. Even though we have our social security, we both have our social security. So that's what we did. We started with this place first, the salon over here. You point to that one, that's the salon.
This is his wife's salon right here,
Yeah, she did.
and this is his jazz club right here.
Yeah, she does a foot spa. She have the real, all the equipments for the real foot spa and all that stuff. She does that right there. She started that. And then I started being liaison for some people that were trying to come here and want to buy land and want to do this and stuff. I started doing that and it started working out just fine. Because there was so many people that are like, oh, thank God, now I know, because if they send me the money through Zelle, they know that it has to be a secure connection. All my details are into the bank and in the system, so a lot of people pick that up right away. If I say, you can send by Zelle and I will return, I will show you the receipts and stuff like that. So that was doing quite well. And then somebody I know from England, he says, I'm buying some land over there and I'm only gonna be there for 2 weeks. I need you to help me get someone to build this place for me. So I get someone to start building this place and stuff, and he tells a friend, and it just goes. I was getting called from people from England.
Snowball effect.
Yeah, people from England just start calling me. So I became very busy. And then my wife says, you're so busy now, you don't have time to build our house. I go, well, our house is always going to be there somewhere. We're going to build it when we're ready, you know. So that's it. And I met a few people along the way that needed help with their building. Some of them got deceived by other people, some of their own friends. And since I'm on here, I'm going to say a lot of the times, when the diasporans get deceived, a lot of the times it's their own people. Yeah, other diasporans, a lot of times. And they got something small may happen and they will spread the whole thing. Don't talk to Ghanaian people, don't get Ghanaian people, don't give them your money, don't do this, don't do that. But it's the diasporans that are doing it to each other a lot. So I've met some people that have had run-ins with other people, bad run-ins with other people, and they asked me, well, they didn't ask me, my wife asked me to help one particular lady, and I started helping her out, and that turned sour after a while, because people are not very patient and they want things to happen a certain way, and if it doesn't happen that way, then they'll try to find somebody else that can make it go faster. Look at them, people are up here. Yeah.
So what, when talking about land purchasing and building, what message would you give anyone coming here before they decide to purchase or build?
Okay. The first thing, the biggest thing that anyone can do with any new venture is research. And research. And there's no guarantee, no matter how much you research or who you decide on. The possibility exists that you will always hit upon the wrong person. You can, not say you will, but you can always hit upon the wrong person, no matter how much. But one of the things you have to do is, how secure is this transaction? See? Western Union to someone could be a name of anybody else with an ID, this and that. Zelle, you can Zelle. Cash App is also okay, but people are now using different VPNs and stuff like that to make personalities and all that. So it's research is the most important thing. And then you settle with one that your gut tells you. Your gut is gonna tell you. And you could be wrong, but if you go by your gut and you are wrong, then you just have to be wrong on that basis.
Right.
But you can't just jump with what somebody else tells you.
Right.
And the next thing is, don't abide by YouTube videos. Sorry guys, sorry my friend YouTube, but YouTube people are on there trying to get to that 1,000 subscribers, and they're putting out what they think you might want to hear, what they think you will like. You see? So for them, they'll say, okay, I'll hold this back, and if they're in business, they don't want to tell you the downfalls like other people have gone through here or whatever, because then they want you to come so they can get more business. See? And so that's one of the things there. But when you make a decision on someone and that is your gut feeling, you have to stick to that. And like I say, of course, you have already done your research, and even on the person. Google the person. The person say, oh, I was living in America, I was in America, I own this, I own that. Google the person. For me, if you put in Tough Cat Tools, my name come up. If you put in Benaldina Family Homes, Family Care Homes, both my wife and my name comes up. If you put in Marstal Incorporated, that is our company, you know. So Industrial Cheap, that is my company. So all of those, if someone is a criminal in America, they're gonna be a criminal here too.
Right.
So
Makes sense.
yeah, so that's it. So that's one of the things, you just have to research and speak to people in the same area. For instance, if you're building a house, you intending to live in Asebu, don't be researching Accra, Ghana, Kumasi, Ghana. Research Central Region, Ghana, Asebu, Ghana. If your place where you're gonna live is Agendum, research Agendum, Ghana. But Asebu is the bigger one of all, of those two. So Asebu is the one you want to research. And then you will find people that are working here, people that are building here, people like Auto Ride, you know, the Black Factory, the other Wright, Mr. Edgerton Wright. You'll find those people. You'll find some of my builders. You know, I don't want to call out all their names and stuff, but since we're still working together, you know, Mr. Andrews, you'll find those people. He's a remarkable architect, and he's a very good builder. So people like those, we work together, you know. So you'll find those people. There are other people around that you'll find, but there's some elite, and I say elite because they think they are elite builders around that's gonna charge you at least 3-4 times more than what you would pay in this town. So some of the names I call those names because those people remain local. We remain using local people to do your work, and we don't exploit the local people. Me personally, I cannot speak for anyone else. My best builder basically is Barry. He's from Barry Builds.
Okay.
And Teamwork Construction, right? So people like those you're gonna find in the area. So I don't know what I could tell somebody about researching Ghana anymore than just that. But whatever you find there on YouTube is not always what it is. So like I said to you, when you search Asebu, if you find Auto Right and you speak to me, we're not a company together. We're not a company together, and we're not planning we have not planned what we are doing. You see? Cut that from me. Hey,